Animal Girls, Chapter 1 The New Muse Power. Science. The same thing it always seemed to be, with all the chemical reactions and stuff. It seemed like forever until school was out. The problem was, I had to stay after school. I went to my locker to change my shoes, and then packed up everything and went towards the main hallway. Casey, I heard a boy say. I turned around. There was a tall guy with short black hair. It was Mark. You left your locker open, he said. Oh shoot, I thought. How embarrassing. I walked to my locker and closed it. You doing anything after school? He asked. I have something to do, but it's not right after school. Why? I then say. Well, my match is going to start soon. I was wondering if you could go, he said. Sure, I'd love to. Great, come on. The crowd can get huge, so I can get you towards the front, he said. I followed him to the gym. It was a big gym with a ceiling with an arc shape. Our mascot, the coyote, was on the sidewalk with Coyote Pride arched above it. He then pushed his way through the crowd of screaming girls who looked straight at us, screaming, Mark, and do your best. Then he got me to the front of the crowd. Mark does what I call fencing. Oh, while we're at it, I'm Casey. I'm a 15-year-old girl who transferred here this year. I moved from Florida and my family moved to Pennsylvania. I have a huge crush on Mark, just like all the other girls who squeeze into me to get a good look at him. After the match, which Mark won, Mark walked over to me and smiled. So, he asked me, You did great. All the girls left then after saying, Great game, Mark, so we were alone. Great, you probably had to go home, right? He then asked. Right. Great, I'll walk you home. So with that, we both left the school and walked down the street towards my house. I always had to pass the park, so someone led him towards it. Then got foggy. What's with the fog? It was supposed to be a sunny day, Mike said with a confused frown. We looked around the area and I had a strange feeling that something was behind us. I looked behind us to see a huge mouse. It lifted its arm, ready to slash us. Mark pushed me aside out of the way and got me scratched really badly. Mark, I yelled. Suddenly a pinkish light surrounded me. Words came to my mouth. Mew Mew Casey, Metamorphosis. A red outfit that had a somewhat puffy skirt fitted around me. The outfit was strapless and I had a red choker around my neck. Then black cat ears popped out of my head. Then a tail with a red bow and bell on it appeared, and I had red gloves that somewhat fanned out at the wrists. I had red boots that came up inches below my knee. My brown hair and eyes turned a light red. Then more came to me. Fireberry bell, I said. A heart-shaped object with a bell appeared in front of me. It had flames around it, but I grabbed it and said, Ribbon! Fireberry check! Fire came shot towards the mutant rat and surrounded it with the rat in fire. The monster vanished, and the rat came out, and a jelly-like creature floated away. I strangely changed back into my school outfit, but I quickly went to Mark's aid, not thinking about it. Masha, do your thing, I heard a man say. I looked to the guy in front of me. He had short blonde hair and was really tall. He looked down to me. You're better than the first one. You didn't even need your pendant. Then a little pink robot thing swallowed the jellyfish thing. I'm Ron, he said while handing me a pendant. What's this all about? I asked. Let's just say you're special and you're now a superhero.